It starts with labeling of the other. You label somebody as the other, as an outsider that's dangerous. You label them that way. So you start with labeling of the other, and that leads to building animosity against that other which you've labeled. That animosity then turns to blame. You start blaming the other for all your problems, okay? So then that turns into fear. So human beings begin to fear the other because the other is the enemy. And that fear then hardens to hate, and then the hate in some circumstances, depending on who is being targeted, can harden into violence. So what we look to do is to disrupt those cycles of fear, hate, and violence, starting with changing and challenging the narrative that demonizes the other. And so it's all connected for us, that third piece of challenging, demonizing narratives of the other. And so how we do it is by a number of different programs, but one is offline dialogue sessions with people who we know are sympathetic and vulnerable to extremist messaging against the other, and then online engagement, which is really meant to be entertaining in nature, because people do, as human beings, want to be entertained. And that's to build on what we just talked about at the beginning of this conversation, is to build empathy online. And so that when the person leaves the offline engagement with another person that they view initially as the enemy, and I'm going to give you a very specific example, they view as the enemy, when they then go online, so that they don't go back into their echo chamber, they're then receiving information and media that's reinforcing the good-natured feelings and the common values that they initially connected around.